All right, so kicking things off on Grassfan, nice big map, very dynamic map as well. So should be expecting to see action-packed start, middle, and ending, but could be a longer game despite that.
Yeah, it definitely could be. Meanwhile, I have to give a massive shout out to some of the people in the chat. TvT and my 8 hours in the past. Yo, if you were here for the TvT finals cast of ESL Americas, shout out to you guys. Shout out to you guys. Thank you for showing up again.
Nice. Okay, there we go. They're going to start the talking right away, but here we go. Spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map for Rebellion. We have seen him a couple times tonight. We're going to be seeing him one more time. It is the Blue Terran, ByuN.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Grassfan. If anyone in the chat knows Hangul, translate. We have the South Korean Terran player representing Onside Gaming. It is Maru. Oh, obrigado.
They're going off.
It's like your mom. Oh.
No, you. No, you.
For those who don't know, Maru and ByuN are really good friends. They're really good friends. They're very close as well. They practice together. They hang out together. And typically when they face each other in these online tournaments, they have a lot of banter in game as well.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah, that we totally understand.
A lot.
Yeah.
So much. Like, noob, 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 you're trash, noob.
I only understand when they laugh at each other.
I'm sure that's going to happen too.
Yeah.
Once the first unit dies.
Yeah, once the first unit dies. Yeah, true. Yo, is Inu going to translate? Inu, let's go. Oh, never mind.
He's talking to them in all chat. He's actually talking to them.
Yeah.
That's not even observer chat.
Yeah.
An animal.
But guys, you want to get some drinks later? Oh god. For those wondering, shout out to Inu. Inu, he is the Korean caster for Into the Clan, a pretty big Korean team, to be fair. Korean clan even. Much love.
Yeah, as we are going to be kicking things off right away. ByuN once again going for the reactor first Reaper build. Maru going to be going for looks like just single Reapers and Hellions here, so more of a traditional TvT.
Yeah, nothing too crazy out of Maru. Both players going to be expanding behind this as well. Not going to be delaying their CCs for too much longer as Maru is looking to... Oh, no, never mind. I thought he was going to move out with his first Reapers, but no, he's going to be chilling back at home. He has to type. He has to type up.
He's just dancing.
Yeah.
As, yeah, ByuN going to be delaying his starport pretty heavily here, going into this mass Reaper Hellion opening, and he does have a bit of a window here. Maru's gone very early for his add-ons. He's just gone for 2 Reapers, 1 Hellion, and gone straight into the add-ons here. So if ByuN can get in here very quickly or just go into a really high Reaper count, he can maybe just chase after him, try to snipe down the Cyclone as it comes out. But, oh, it's actually a tank drop from Maru. I think Maru was hoping that ByuN was going to be fast expanding.
Yeah, because ByuN has 6 Reapers on the way, 6 Reapers and 3 Hellions. That's a lot of units, Papi. Fun fact, Clem actually did this to ByuN this morning. And here we go. ByuN's about to rock on up. He does have the overwhelming supply of the army, but the Marines, the boys are being pulled.
Yeah, the boys being pulled to help out. Both of the Hellions have been focused down, but it's the Reapers that do the real DPS. The tank has come out, though, so with 3 SUVs coming down, that should be the end of it. And ByuN, he doesn't want to push his luck, expecting, you know, either a Cyclone, probably most likely to come out. He's going to be running back in with these 6 Hellions, Reapers now, expecting to find a Cyclone, but it's actually a tank.
Yeah, the tank, oh, it just unsieges just in time, and it will reveal itself, but here we go. ByuN is committed at this point. He's trying to trade as best he can. He does focus down some of the Reapers, but hot pickup by Maru. Oh my god.
Yeah, some neat micro coming out from Maru, and both players just poking and prodding back and forth, showing their speed off for all to see. And Maru, he wants to go for this tank drop. He wants to chase down these Reapers, actually, and he might be able to work them into a bit of a corner here. Oh, I think ByuN's actually cornered himself now.
Oh, exactly. The Cyclones from one side, the tank from another as well, and the Reapers are being hunted down, forcing ByuN to fight, forcing him to trade as best he can.
There we go.
There it is. There is the symbol for the laugh, and there is the TT. ByuN is crying.
Maru's such a little gremlin.
He is. It's like, lol. I can't believe you lost your Reapers like that. What a clown.
Yeah, Maru going to be setting up with a pretty threatening push here. That tank represents a lot of damage here. It's that kingpin that you can kind of fit this push on, and we can see ByuN trying to get a lock on it, but not quite able to, and now he's in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, the tank is looking to siege up. The boys have to be pulled here. ByuN is trying to hold on. It looks like with the boys he should be able to. Even the Liberator rocks up, but Maru's being cleaned up. Oof.
Yeah, we're even going to be getting the focus fire on the Marines. So 5 SCVs going down. We have a few SCVs going back down. Going down back home for Maru as well. But he's going to be throwing down that third on location to try to get a little bit of a boost here. Looks like all in all, pretty even game state between the two players. Both of them loading things up into medevacs, trying to get some aggression across the map. It looks like ByuN... Okay, he must have got the kills before with the Raven.
Yeah. The Raven did come in with that auto tar. Was able to get a couple, I think 3 SCVs in total. So not too bad. Gets a 4th SCV towards the end. The Raven just shocking around for some more damage. But as you were saying, Maru, full of confidence, feeling pretty good about his state here, is able to take that third on location.
Yeah, Maru is young, dumb, and full of confidence. And he is going to be dropping these Marines down. Takes a pretty hefty shot from the tank, but doesn't lose any, so he'll be fine to just take those away and heal them up, and I think he's going to let ByuN know as well.
Yeah, he's like, lol, I saved my Marines. Oh my god.
He says, I am the champion.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Maru's going to be able to eventually, ByuN's going to be able to eventually take his own base as well, focusing a little bit more on faster upgrades. He's got +1 on the way. Maru delaying his own in favor of, just laying his own a little.
Yeah, and neither player as well going to be going for Vikings here. They're both going to be rushing to get those Raxes on reactors, pump out Marines, go into those medevacs as well. This is something that has become a little bit more meta in TvT, and it's the reason that TvT's been so exciting lately. Without having those Vikings and the slow pushes with Viking Raven, going instead for more medevac-based play, you can see the games are way more dynamic. You have drops going everywhere. You have both players pushing out with small groups of units as well, trying to take things out with Sim Marines, and this makes the games a lot more fun to watch.
Yeah, you love to see it. I love to see it, especially when they clown on each other. That's my favorite part. But yeah, ByuN has been slowly doing a lot of damage, by the way. He was going for a double Raven harass, and over time he was able to get 8 more SCV kills here, slowing down the economy of Maru, and it has been adding up. And now the Ravens have come back home, slowly gathering that energy, getting ready for that main push.
Yeah, Maru with a 9 worker lead here, which is pretty massive in the... Sorry, ByuN with a 9 worker lead here, which is pretty massive in the grand scheme of things. He is going to be loading up for a double drop here towards the main. We saw Maru was sending his medevac around to look for a move like this, but his main is actually completely exposed now.
It really is. There's nothing waiting in the main. There's nothing to spot either, and this could do a lot of damage as ByuN is going to be able to boost on through and dive into the main.
Yeah, and Maru spots this but a little bit too late. He's going to have to respond with his own double drop here. But you have the Raven dipping on over. It can disable those medevacs if he wants, which will deny the escape of ByuN. But no, ByuN way too fast for that. Gets himself out of here, and he's just buying himself time, buying himself space, trying to find any opening that he can.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the drops are still alive. The Raven is going to be able to shoo them away here. He's like, get out of here. And ByuN has to respect that. Back at home, 4th CC is going to be thrown down for ByuN, already starting up 2-2 as well. He could be looking to hit maybe a bit of a timing later on, as Maru is the first to push out.
Yeah, Maru going to be poking on out here. Does still have the full energy on one of those Ravens, so there's a lot of aggressive potential here. ByuN actually got 2 Ravens here, so he could go for a lot of disables, and I think he has the higher Marine count just here, so this could actually really backfire on Maru.
Yeah, a bit of an anti-timing for Maru, He's down, he's even in upgrades, I suppose, but he's down in army, and here we go. The anti-armor missiles are going to be connecting here on both armies.
Yeah, both Marines eating the full bulk of the anti-armor missiles here, so both players going to want to be a little bit more careful here. ByuN being forced to cancel that 4th there is already nice damage for Maru.
Yeah, it really is. And here we go. We're steaming on forward. We have the disables on only 2 of those
Wow.
tanks.
Yeah, ByuN getting absolutely crazy with it, but he doesn't have enough Marines here. Maru had the Marines, he had the medevacs to deal with this, and as such, ByuN kind of loses the timing that he had with the Ravens.
Yeah, he really has, as he did end up losing those Ravens. He's diving on in, though, once again, catching 2 more of Maru's tanks.
Maru wasn't looking.
He wasn't. He's not looking, puppy, and now he is, but at this point, the tank count of Maru is in the dumps. He's going to have to respect ByuN's position, unsiege, back off.
Yeah, behind this, ByuN going to be going up into that 8 racks setup, so going to be getting very aggressive with it, as is Maru, to be fair, and both players just kind of sharking around here. We're going to be seeing drops going out, we're going to be seeing tanks reposition, just trying to catch each other off guard, and looks like Maru did see this drop. ByuN saw that he saw it, so we have been sawn on both sides.
Oh, we're sawing each other.
Interesting.
Here we go, puppy. As Maru is still looking for that drop towards the north, by the way. He is looking quite diligently. At the same time, he pushes in towards the south, but ByuN is in position. His 3rd base is going to be safe here. His 4th is on the way. It is being rebuilt, I believe, in the main base instead. Is now done.
Yeah, so he can just float that one out of there. He does have a massive upgrade lead, actually. I'm not sure if Maru was hoping to end the game and skip his armory or something like that, or just kind of forgot it for a moment there, but he is down almost a full set of upgrades here, and in Marine versus Marine fights, that's going to be very noticeable.
Oh, it really is, as ByuN chases Maru all the way back home. Has to once again respect the tank count, though, and back off once Maru gets into position, but ByuN now is the one with the map control, looking to assert himself. The tanks have unsieged, and they're moving on out.
Yeah, here we go. ByuN has a massive push gearing up here. He's got a few Vikings here as well, so we can think about zoning out the Ravens here. Maru's setting up on the high ground here, and there's not enough Ravens for ByuN. ByuN just going to go for it anyway. Charges headlong into the tank line, and he gets decimated, but he does take out 2 tanks. Maru now going to have to reroute some of his tanks over to this side to hold on, and he has been skipping out on the tanks a little bit here as well. ByuN with a really nice healthy count.
Yeah, I do worry a little bit for ByuN because he has lost his Marine lead after that bit of a skirmish, after that exchange. But here we go, Liberator sieging on up as well, forcing ByuN to back off.
Yeah, Maru has taken the Viking lead here, so this Liberator can get a decent amount of damage. ByuN might have to commit his Marines fort at some point to try to take that out, but looks like the tank line of Maru just going to be a little bit too good. We have a massive load up of a Doom drop here. I'm not sure if Maru saw this. It looks like he didn't, and there's no sensor tower either.
Oh my god, no sensor tower whatsoever. Massive Doom drop is headed towards the main base. We have a couple of towers, but they're not enough. They're not in position.
Yeah, and Maru was anticipating a rotation here, so ByuN, he is going to get the unload into the main here. The production in massive trouble here for Maru. He's even going to delay the siege up from the high ground here. Takes out one of the tanks too, and this is going to be a very hard position to break with this many tanks. Fortunately for Maru, he does have the Liberator, but wow, ByuN so decisive, jumps right on top of that.
He takes down the Liberator, but at the cost of every single one of his Marines, and now Maru can go for the cleanup. He does take down every single tank.
He does, but ByuN, he smells blood. He's going to be wedging himself in here, cutting off Maru from defending this 4th base.
Exactly, does siege up between the natural and the 4th. There aren't enough Marines to really break this position, though, and we do see a bit of a miss rally from ByuN. Does lose a little bit, but he was able to take down 18 SCVs earlier in that main.
Yeah, ByuN being very aggressive as well to go after the Vikings. He wants to take those out with the Marines if he can, just to stop the Liberators from pushing him back.
Yeah, we'll see if he can do so, as he's going to be losing another one of these tanks. Slowly, Maru is getting the better end of things, is trading a little bit more efficiently here as he tries to catch on up. Does once again force ByuN to unsiege, but he's going for his own double drop. That's
yeah,
really
Maru's doing a really good job of holding this army back of ByuN. He's defending so well, and yeah, this is wild from ByuN. ByuN's such a crazy man here, sending out 2 incredibly low health medevacs. If they so much as a look at turrets in the main, they will be going down, but fortuitously for him, he's going to be finding this base to the south, and there's just nothing really to defend it.
And thankfully, he finds the base and he shuts down to that CC immediately. And he's going to have to get the hell out of there. Meanwhile, Maru at the same time is pushing on forward with the main army. The Liberators are exposed.
Yeah, this fight was just way too good for ByuN. He takes out everything. Fantastic opportunistic pounce. And Maru going to be going down game one.
GG, Maru fighting back here despite some of the stats that you whipped out earlier, talking about how Maru has had such a heavy lead here historically. This year in 2023, he's won so many series against ByuN, but here in game one, ByuN fights back.
Yeah, Maru won about the last 7 series except for the one before this, so maybe a bit of momentum swinging back in ByuN's favor. He would have loved to get that win in the GSL, but I think he'll settle for a nice little weekly win if he can get it.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, it's not just the weekly. The KSL, it's a hefty prize pool. it's pretty big, Poppy. It's pretty big. So here we go. Game number 2 is going to be upon us. We're going to be loading on in. Again, this is a best of 5 and not a best of 3, so still plenty more games ahead of us.
Yeah, that's right. In game 2 here, it's going to be on Babylon, so a bit more of a defensive map than Grestvan. Not going to be quite as free-flowing and crazy, but I'm sure these two players are going to be just fine to find some action. As here we go, spawning in the top left-hand corner of the map, up 1-0 in this series for the Shopify Rebellion. This is ByuN.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Babylon, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Onside Gaming. Oh, as we have Maru.
Got someone in the chat asking for proxy racks. Not yet. This is not a good proxy racks map, but I'm sure we'll see it later in the series.
We'll get it. You know what I want later in the series? I want the proxy versus proxy, Poppy. Again. Oh.
I could see that happening.
Give it to me. Don't proxy me, I mean.
I heard you. I heard you. Proxy Reapers.
Not like this, Poppy. Leave me alone. Even
I did just have someone send me a proxy 3-rax Reaper build versus Zerg, which I didn't know it was a thing, but now I do.
That sounds like a Hon Mono build, mate. That's what that sounds like.
It does actually, it really does.
Oh no. Stay away. Stay away. So you keep wanting to say that, hey, I'm not Gumiho, you are, Bobby.
I'm Hon Mono. I'm honorable and macroable.
You're honorable and you're monoable. You're hung mono.
Hey, you said it, not me. As here we go, both players here going to be going for nice standard defensive double gas builds.
Yeah, exactly. Both of them in a way mirroring each other here at the beginning of game number 2. Nothing too crazy. It looked like we had a little bit of a pause earlier, but issues have been resolved. The DoorDash has arrived.
It has?
I assume so, yeah.
What do you reckon ByuN gets from DoorDash?
ByuN?
Yeah.
Do you think he DoorDashes like dog food?
Spicy noodles. Oh, for his dog, yeah.
Yeah, for his dog, yeah.
Maybe. I feel like he seems to like his dog a lot. He's probably like me. He probably has a lot more food for his pet in stock than he has for himself.
100%. I was about to say that I feel like South Korea and like Japan, they're like ahead enough in technology where like many log for pets has got to be a thing, right?
Maybe. Do you reckon another like a dog brings it on like a little bike?
That'd be amazing. I would love that. It would be like you know how there are those dogs that like save like adventurers like in the snow, you know, like with the with the what is it? It's like ale or something in their.
Oh yeah.
What is that? What are they feeding them? What are they
giving them? Like warm beer.
Yeah, it's like warm beer. Yeah. Like that. That's how I picture it. But instead, there's like a food package under them.
I like it.
A big package.
Now I'm thinking of the World War bomb dogs that ran under the tanks, and that's not so fun.
Okay. That's not where I was going with it. That's not.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Did you hear what happened with those as well?
I did.
That's a funny story. It's like I think it was in World War One. They were training dogs to like have bombs on them and run underneath tanks and then blow up.
Jesus.
But because they trained them on their own tanks, when they went to the battlefield, they just ran under their own tanks.
No shot. No shot that happened, mate. That's wild. That's actually crazy.
They're clowns, puppy. Actual clowns.
Protoss players, puppy. But here we go. After a relatively uneventful opener, we do have Maru pushing out here with his initial medevac. This is kind of what we were seeing last game, if I recall, going for a bit of a tank job.
Yeah, Maru's kind of gotten to do this game what he wanted to do the last game. Going to be baiting out the mine there with the Hellion, so that's probably ideal for him. Gets the tank into position as well, and ByuN went for a bit more of a defensive anti-Reaper Hellion build, so he does get a little caught off from this, but he's microing this Cyclone really beautifully, not taking any shots on it from the tank. There
we go, the micro and the whole position as well from ByuN has been insane. He has been able to out-trade, but at the same time, that natural base is getting quite low.
Yeah, Maru is being so aggressive with this, and he's actually gotten so much damage on the CC. This is crazy. He might get this.
Maybe he gets a lock-on on the CC as well. He wants it, Bobby, but no, the lock-on breaks.
This is so unusual for someone to be so aggressive so early on in the game. You really don't normally see the first CC getting this low, but there we go. The disable comes out. ByuN is going to be trying to break this position, and wow, Maru got the unsiege on the tank. I didn't even see that. That's insane.
I thought it was bugging out. I was like, how is he pushing the tank? I thought it was siege. But no, he was able to unsiege just barely in time. The tank does survive, and the natural base is still under threat for ByuN.
Oh my goodness, Maru, he is angry. He is playing out of his mind in this game.
And here we go. Finally, ByuN is pushing on in once again with his tank, with his marines. He will break the tanks finally of Maru.
Yeah, Maru going to be giving up the position for now, but he has gotten a lot out of this. Behind this, he has been macroing very smoothly, of course, for a player of this caliber. You would expect it, but incredible to do such in-depth micro while getting into such great positions. And he gets his third on location, continues to put the aggression on, takes out one of the tanks of ByuN, and ByuN now in a horrible position. It's going to be so hard for him to clear up this low ground. Looks like he's going to go for the swap anyway, but I think he's going to be losing these add-ons.
Yeah, I think so as well. It's so insane how much damage Maru has done with so little. Finally, another tank is going to be going down, but as you were saying, we're getting our third base on location behind this. It's now up and running. Double NG base as well thrown down for Maru.
Wow, and Maru is going to be trying to siege his tank up right on top of the tank of ByuN. No respect whatsoever. We do see the turrets going down, but the turrets, they are so weak now. You can just target them down, and Maru, his tank survives on 3 HP.
Oh my god, he takes down another tank, barely survives that auto turret as well, and he's not stopping. He wants more, Bobby. He wants more.
Mate, this is that thing where you have two friends play with each other and it's all fun and it's all jokes, but then the player that feels like they're better loses the game, and suddenly they're not joking around anymore.
Suddenly things get very serious very quickly, and you fear for your life.
Yeah, it's feeling very tense all of a sudden.
It really is, Papi. It really is. Oh my god. ByuN got his DoorDash. Maru's hungry. He's jealous he didn't get any food.
He's like, I just need to set the record straight here of who's the better player. I mean, you can take a game here or there, but I want to style on you this time.
Oh my god.
Oh. Okay. Wow. ByuN knows his place. He's like, yes, okay.
GG.
I don't want any more.
Mara's like, you know, people are watching, Papi. You know, when. Oh my god, that was wild. That was actually wild.
That was so aggressive. That was crazy play.
It was crazy, Papi. It was crazy. Now I say that a lot, but that was crazy. Oh. Alright, well, there we go. Maru just asserting himself, just making sure the hierarchy is known between these two players, and he ties up the series 1-1.
Yeah, so in quick, violent fashion, Maru are going to be tying things up 1-1, and with that, we're going to be going to a third game. So looking like this best of 5 once again could be going the distance.
I'm still collecting myself. Jesus Christ. Well, here we go. The series must go on. It must continue. Which one of our players is going to be able to get that momentum and take a lead and be the first to get 2 points on the board?
Yeah, indeed. As here we go, we're going to be spawning in on a little bit of a larger map here and spawning in the top right-hand corner of that map of Ancient Cistern. This is for Shopify Rebellion, ByuN.
Spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Ancient Cistern, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Onside Gaming, taking a pretty crazy and intense game number 2. It is Maru.
I am genuinely shocked to see neither player proxying on this map.
I know, they're animals. They think they're not animals, but they are.
Yeah, they think they're better than us.
Shaking
I think
my head.
one of them's got to go Rax Expand, maybe both. Okay, just Maru.
Yeah, there we go. ByuN taking the second gas in his main base. Maru not touching his own. Going to be setting up that Rax Expand. Crazy.
Yes, and Maru not afraid of the proxy Rax, going to be unblinkingly going for this Rax Expand here. Does send out the scout just to be careful as well, but yeah, it's going to be a little bit more of a defensive game probably from Maru. It's going to be on ByuN to get the damage here, and looks like he's just going to be going for a standard build himself. I mean, this is a pretty interesting map for TvT because as much as it is quite a large and long map, there's so many avenues of attack. I mean, you have a massive main here. There's so much dead space, both behind the main and behind the natural. So there's a lot of different angles you can set up drop play, especially from, and it can be really difficult to deal with in TvT. You kind of have to be a bit aggressive yourself.
Especially here between these two players, because, hey, if you want them to be aggressive, they got you, puppy. They got you. Both ByuN and Maru all about the drop play. As we even saw last game, Maru just looking to escalate things very quickly with his first handful of units as well. So, yeah, neither one of these players are afraid to get dirty, are afraid to get a little bit messy, and we'll see where this all kind of leads us here, as I guess ByuN is looking to be the aggressor initially with his opener.
Yeah, definitely, as Maru does scout out ByuN. I don't think ByuN went for a scout himself, so yeah, he's not going to know about this Rax Expand, and the fact that Maru went for the tank drop twice in the last couple of games could have ByuN a little bit on edge.
Yeah, really, I mean, mate, after last game, I'm pretty sure he's looking over his shoulder, mate. He's IRL pop. He's afraid if someone else is in the house. So I wouldn't blame him. I wouldn't blame him.
Yeah, definitely got to respect that, but Maru going to be pulling that Rax back as well, so he doesn't want to get sieged up on his low ground. I think that's very wise by Maru, and meanwhile, having a look over at ByuN's side of the map, he's just going for pretty much the most basic opening, just making 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions, one at a time out of these production facilities, and it's going to be a very calm game for him.
Yeah, exactly. Nothing too crazy out of our players. We're going to be moving out with our first handful of 3 Reapers and 2 Hellions, but just for some map control, just to poke and prod and see if we can find any damage here. We don't really have a Cyclone coming out yet, but Maru, he's got his own units. He's got a bunker as well. He should be okay.
Yeah, ByuN most likely just going to respect this bunker and back off here, but he'll at least know from seeing that it's been a Rax Expand.
Yeah, he confirms the bunker is aware of everything. He's looking to try and go up the ramp as well, but he's going to be able to find a little bit of room here. Maru is in position. He's looking to go toe-to-toe with this army. The Marines do come out in time.
Yeah, so ByuN just being a little bit cheeky there, putting in the extra effort, snipes out a Marine, and those Reapers will just heal straight back on up. But with that, he does see exactly what's going on, and I think this is sending out to get the 3rd on location. Okay, a very early 3rd on location, just going to cut units completely to get that 3rd up, and that's a really clever way to kind of bypass the economic advantage of a Rax Expand.
Yeah, likewise, Maru, he actually already had his 3rd on the way. It's in the main base, though, not on location, so even though it's being produced a little bit faster, it's going to take a little bit longer to really be floating on over. Meanwhile, Maru does go across the map with his own Reaper, does confirm the 3rd base.
Yeah, he gets a full scout, so really nice job by Maru there. Sees the full production setup, sees that 3rd base on location, and will be very comfortable that there's not going to be any big attacks coming his way.
Yeah, should be realizing he's safe and sound to take his own third as well. Can take things pretty cool, calm, and collected. Back at home, we're just working on into our Raven production, into our tanks. We do have ByuN as the first player to work on Stim, but Maru shouldn't be too far behind.
Yeah, there we go. ByuN even getting this Cyclone over here just to stop that Hellion from taking out the SCV at the third. So, I mean, both players know each other so well. ByuN often reads the moves of Maru very accurately like that.
Yeah, exactly. They're like two peas in the same pod. But one of them is a lot more violent.
Yeah, Maru's definitely the older brother here.
Even though he's younger IRL. It's fine. Oh god, but yeah, from here, you know, finally we should be seeing our third base being taken from Maru shortly. We're just setting up our production facilities as well, nothing too crazy. Just gonna be scanning each other, and yeah, we're just kind of chilling, bro. Chill.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, both players, once again, going to be going into the, getting the Raxus on the reactors a bit faster, not going for Vikings, going for Medevacs instead. And this is another good map where it is really good to play like that just because you can be, you know, setting up a push on the fourth, setting one up on the third, and if you ever take out the sensor tower, your opponent loses a bit of vision, you just pick up, take everything, drop it in the main, kind of like ByuN did to Maru in that first game, and it can be very difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, as you were bringing up earlier, you know, because of how large this is, because of the attack paths, because of the openings in towards the main base, like things can really ramp up really quickly once we get into the mid game, but that's after the third bases have been saturated. Until that point, we are just going to be chilling here, just going to be waiting for both players to set up for that kind of stage of the game with their missile turrets, with their sensor towers as well. We're getting there.
Yeah, both players just trying to have a little bit of presence on the map. Maru going to be clearing out these units by ByuN, and ByuN just doing ByuN things, trying to extract every tiny bit of value out of his units with micro.
Oh yeah, but Maru's a little bit too quick for him. Does take down one of those Reapers towards the end there, and now he's looking. Oh, he's looking.
He is. So ByuN not going to be losing the Cyclone there for free, and both players just kind of slowly gearing their way up for a bit more of a push, and they both have their Ravens as well. Looks like ByuN's only got the one Raven, Maru's got two, so Maru might be the one that wants to go for the push here, disable all of those tanks and jump on top, and ByuN actually looking a little scarce here on the Marine count.
Yeah, it feels like his tanks are looking quite exposed, quite spread out, and there's not a lot to support them. So we'll see how this does turn out. ByuN has the Cyclone across the map. Meanwhile, Maru is pushing on in, is spotted by Marine.
Yeah, he senses something that he can get done here. Massive anti-armor missile going to be going down on the units of ByuN, and ByuN can't really find a way to reinforce this base here, so the natural goes down. These upgrades could be in trouble as well. Very lucky that they do finish, but yeah, ByuN can't find a way to defend it. GG.
GG in one swift move. Maru outpositions ByuN, takes down the natural, takes down the upgrades, and that's just it. GG.
Yeah, just like that, Maru is on the brink of taking down this KSL. He is up 2-1.
Aye. Oh, and unfortunately, that's just sometimes how these TvTs can go. It is heavily positional based. You were talking about it earlier, but because it's so large, it can be sometimes a little bit difficult to keep up with the movement of your opponents. And yeah, one decisive, swift move like that, Maru is one game away from becoming our champion.
He cut off the head of the snake.
He did. Oh, and you know what? Game 4 is going to be on Dragon Scales. We have to proxy on Dragon Scales, right? We have to. Right?
Yeah. I think so. I think they're both going to do in-base T-Rexes.
God damn it.
It's actually such a good build on this map to go for the 2-on-1.
All right, here we go. We're loading on into game number 4. Again, Maru, one game away from becoming our champion. ByuN still looking to fight his way back.
Yeah, and here we go. He's going to have to fight his heart out. 2 more games ahead of him if he wants to get this done. And Maru has been looking very formidable, very decisive in these games. And here actually is spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of the map for Rebellion. Is our blue Terran. It is ByuN. Decisive. That's the word.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Dragon Scales, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Onside Gaming. It is Maru. Oh, let's go. I think he's just scouting. Yeah, he's just rallying to scout. God damn it.
Wait, this is weird. Okay, he really thought he was getting proxy racks.
Yeah,
This is very early.
Yeah. The SCV is rallied to scout all the proxy locations. He doesn't want to get done dirty like he was against Clem earlier. And, yeah. Both players. No proxies. Smoke.
Yeah, no 2x either. Oh, okay, never mind. 2x. I'm going to be doing this one. I haven't seen this in a while. In fact, I don't think I can remember if I've ever seen this in a pro game.
We casted this in ESL Americas. Fun fact. I think in Clem versus ByuN actually. Yeah. There we go.
But I think Clem did Marauders out of the front one.
Yes,
right?
yes. He made a tech lab.
Okay. I don't think that's what this is.
Yeah. We're gonna have to reposition if we want that tech lab. But here we go. We do have the first SCV rushing across the map to try and scout, figure out what the hell ByuN is up to. Meanwhile, do you have that pseudo proxy 2 racks? Let's go.
Yeah, so Maru going to be dipping on in here. I wonder how sharp he is with checking the SCVs in the main, because there is one missing.
There is going to be one missing. We're even proxying the depot as well out on the map. Oh my god.
I mean, why not? This SCV doesn't have anything to do anyway. It's not going to be mining for a while. You might as well.
May as well, Bobby. May as well. As Maru is setting up for a Rax expand instead. So a bit of a greedy opener, but he does cancel.
Yeah, he scouts that front racks immediately. Goes for a very quick cancel. We're going to see some bunkers go down as well, most likely. Okay, no time for bunkers.
Yeah, no bunkers are on the way. ByuN is about to rock up here. He does have the Reaper advantage, but ooh, Maru does shoot first.
Yeah, he does, and now ByuN going to be faking out a rotation to the left here. Probably going to be going straight back up that ramp again. No, okay. Looks like the mind game's a little heavy here. He might be waiting for 4 Reapers.
Yeah, a couple more Reapers are about to rock up here, so ByuN is just waiting for those reinforcements before he does dive back in at the front door, and Maru is out of position.
Yeah, he is quite far out of position. I'd love to see ByuN just go for it, just send it here. He can take out a few of those SCVs, including the builders here.
And here we go, the building SCV on the CC does go down. He goes for the gas mining workers as well. He almost gets the Reaper.
Yeah, I mean, ByuN's threatening to just win the game on the spot here. This is getting really dicey for Maru.
Yeah, it really is. Maru does hold on to his Reaper, though. He does get one of his Hellions out as well. Still no bunker. Bear that in mind.
Yeah, ByuN going to be pulling back to the high ground now, but now he has another timing. He's got these 6 Reapers here, and there's only 1 Hellion for Maru. Maru actually switching very quickly onto this tech lab to get a fast Cyclone. This is a bit greedy, but it does really narrow down the window for ByuN. ByuN has to go for it right now, but with this Hellion, I think he's just going to do it. I think he might just be able to jump in.
Yeah, and here we go. The depot is being focused down here. The Cyclone is on the way. We need a couple more seconds. The boys are being pulled, but they get here too late.
Yeah, the pull is too late. The Cyclone's going to pop, but is it going to pop on the right side? Yes, Maru, he is too good for that. He pulls it out on the right side. I love the way that he set up these buildings as well as a wall. This is really cute.
The Sim City is real. The Cyclone gets a bit of a lock on as well, and it looks like these Reapers are being cleaned up, but they do get a lot of SCV kills.
Yeah, that is too much damage there. 10 SCVs going down behind this. He's able to get up his own base. He's able to get a Cyclone out as well. Pretty risky sending this Cyclone across the map, as Maru does have a Banshee coming, but there's just nothing to defend at home for Maru. If he does send this Banshee across the map, he's just going to lose everything.
Yeah, and even if it sticks around, he may still lose a lot as well. Here we go, the Banshees rallied across the map. At the same time, ByuN is looking to go back into the main base. He is up to 4 of these Reapers. He has a Cyclone. He's ready to go back in. And meanwhile, Maru looking to expand and take his own natural.
Yeah, Maru looking to land this natural here. It's going to be a little bit difficult here. ByuN even floating in this Rax just to see exactly what's going on. Oh, I think he's going to get the lock-on on the tank. He does get the lock-on on the tank. The tank's going to be going down. Maru looking for the lock-on on the Cyclone of ByuN. He should be able to get it back to the high ground on time, but no, it's going to be a scan coming out to confirm the kill there.
Yeah, both players going to be trading out, but of course the tank is a more valuable unit to lose. At the same time, Maru, he does get across the map. He is going to be denying a lot of mining here at the natural, but only gets 2 SCV kills.
Yeah, only 2 kills so far, but Oh, okay, yeah, ByuN does make an extra Cyclone here. He'll be able to take out the Banshee, and with that, we might just be seeing GG out of Maru. It looks like he is going to be fighting on, but he is in a rough spot.
Yeah, exactly. He's been losing a lot of his counter-attacking units. He doesn't really have much of a presence on the map. He has to rebuild that one tank that he lost, and ByuN is coming across the map once again with what little he has. Now with a tank, now with Marines.
Yeah, he does get that tank set up in position. He's going to be threatening this depot here. Maru does have his own tank set up, but ByuN finds the edge of the range there. Baits out the lock-on from the Cyclone as well, and oh, this tech lab going to be going down in the factory now.
Oh, that is going to be disrupting that tank production. Meanwhile, Maru is still trying to muster his defenses. He does have those 2 Ravens as well, so he can try and hold on. He's throwing down a 3rd CC behind this.
Yeah, okay, so Maru really betting on himself to defend this. That Raven with the high energy almost going down, but Maru going to be pulling that back for a repair, and now ByuN having a little bit of an awkward time finding a good angle, finding damage.
And he really is, as we do have a drop into the main base. The Rax finally does go down. We scan, we do get eyes on the 3rd CC. Oof.
Yeah, and oh, Maru, he's just not being allowed to take this tech lab. Even the reactor of the Viking is in range. Oh no, that's really painful.
Yeah, we're also supply blocked as well, so we actually can't make anything for Maru. He has 2 depots on the way. They're about to finish up. Stim finally does start up back again for Maru. ByuN, he just backs off.
Yeah, Maru really flustered. I don't even know if Stim's the right move here. I feel like maybe getting the factory onto here would have been better, but we're going to be seeing those extra Raxes coming down. ByuN just backing slightly off, but Maru in just the most horrible position here.
Yeah, he goes for some auto turret harass, so he takes down the Raven of ByuN. A nice moves from Maru. Doesn't get too many SCV kills, 3 in total, but does get that Raven.
Yeah, it does get the Raven, does take out the Builder on the 3rd CC as well, but ByuN going to be charging on through into the natural here, has the disable on the tank. There's just too much here. Maru knows he can't break it. GG is called, and we are going to an ace match.
GG, well played. ByuN with the proxy, with the pseudo proxy 2-Rax, with the Reapers. Mate, brings it out, whips it out. You've seen it work in a pro game.
There we go. It did work out really well. I mean, he did get the Rax expand, which is the perfect build matchup there. And he got so much damage. 10 SCVs being taken out there. So beautiful control from ByuN and good killer instinct to not let up on the gas.
Oh, exactly. Very well done indeed. And now with that, we are going into game number 5, which will be taking place on Royal Blood.
Alright, so we're going to be deciding everything on a little bit of a smaller map as well, and a map without a natural ramp, so I'm expecting to see more aggression, more craziness. Maybe a Maru proxy Rax.
Right, we haven't seen a proper proxy. Like, even what we saw from ByuN last game wasn't quite what I
wasn't
wanted.
Good enough for you?
Yeah, it's like...
Okay. You feeling a little restless?
Yeah, that was just the tip, you know, and I'm... shaking my head, Poppy, shaking my head.
Well, let's see if one of these players is going to be able to fully satisfy your needs, as in the bottom left-hand corner for the Shopify Rebellion, this is ByuN.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Royal Blood, we have as opponent, we have the South Korean Terran player representing Onsite Gaming. It is Maru. Aye. And here we go. This is mate. This is where it all ends. And we're not getting proxies back. What's happening? Is this really Maru? To not proxy a single time in a TvT is actually crazy. I think this is the first.
Yeah, showing a lot of respect to ByuN, but ByuN going for something a little bit different here. ByuN's been mixing up his build so nicely, and he's going to be going for a gas first fast expand here. This is going to lead into reactor Hellions, and from here usually it's going to be either just reactor Hellions and a Raven, or it can just be a normal build as well. It can also be a Hellion Marauder attack, so there's a few options here.
Yeah, we'll see what this gas is going to be utilized for here from ByuN, as he did take it very quickly, as you did mention. Oh boy, so we'll see what he has for us. Meanwhile, on the other side of the map, Maru does go for a double gas opener.
Yeah, so Maru going to be playing it safe here. Doesn't want to get punched again by a proxy Rax of ByuN.
Yeah, exactly. Not quite going for, or he actually is going to be going for an SCV scout as well. So maybe a little bit paranoid of what ByuN has to offer. And yeah, ByuN, he's kind of made it into his head.
He has. He even hides the SCV, so he's going to try to avoid getting blocked here.
Yeah, but he does go for the CC on the high ground anyway, so...
Oh, this is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's actually, he's kind of faked out a similar build. It looks a bit like he's proxying now.
Yeah, and now the Reaper of Maru is looking. He's looking for the proxy. He's out here on the map looking for that Rax. He has the SCV as well on the right-hand side. Desperately looking for any kind of building out here from ByuN.
Yeah, and it's really clever by ByuN to go for the CC on the high ground just to add to this mind game, because if ByuN goes back in and checks again with his SCV, he doesn't see a natural, so he's just going to be thoroughly confused.
Yeah, exactly. No natural. He's going to try and go up the ramp, and ByuN is not quick enough to lift the depot.
Oh,
he
lets him in. Maybe he felt a bit sorry for his friend here.
He feels sorry for the friend that stabbed him earlier. It's...
True. These things happen.
It happens, Bobby. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're all friends here.
As Maru looks like he's going to be setting up to go for a tank drop once again.
Yeah, it seems to just be his go-to here in this matchup. More often than not, we do see him just being quite aggressive, and we see why. I think we've seen kind of even like the best case scenario of that, and that is to maybe even kill the natural. Actually he goes for a Cyclone first.
Yeah, so Cyclone first from Maru here. ByuN just going for a bit of a mishmash. I'm going to go with mishmash. Mishmash of units here. Has a good amount of Marines here. Has that mine at the front as well, just to soak up, take out one of the Reaper Hellions if they do choose to dive in here. So he's going to be pretty safe now.
Mishmash?
Yeah, mishmash.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here we go. Maru's going up the ramp, but no! ByuN was waiting for him. Doesn't quite take down any of those Reapers, but does do quite a lot of DPS to them. ByuN going to be rushing across the map with his drop, and this was at least scouted by Maru.
This is such a cool build. ByuN's so cool.
Oh my god, let's go, Bobby. I mean, the drop is headed towards the main base. What do you have at home to defend? We do have that Cyclone, but no, the Cyclone is actually loaded, or at least a lot of the Marines are loaded up into that Medivac.
Yeah, Maru is going to go for a bit of a counter aggression of his own, but he does get spotted. ByuN going to be kind of faking out the drop into the main, but instead goes towards the natural here. And he does catch Maru a little bit off guard. Maru is not quite sure where to place his units. He does know now know to bring everything to the natural. Thank God this is the last game. I can't talk.
It's been a long day, Puffy. It's been a long day.
I haven't been casting.
I don't know what to say, Puffy. I don't know what to say. The brain, it's gone.
It was never there to begin with.
It was never there, Puffy. You know what it was? It was the ZVP. I think that just killed you immediately. You know,
let's go with that.
Yeah.
It kind of did. As both players here just kind of running Marines all over the place, all across the map. Maru would really love to be able to catch that drop of ByuN out on the map here, and he was positioning his Cyclone up to the top left to try to do that, but not going to be able to do so. Both players just going to be sitting back a bit more now, being a bit more calm about things.
You say that. We have Liberators in production from Maru, Bobby.
Oh.
He's gonna send it. He's gone.
Okay, this is very strange.
Yeah, so we're going to be pushing out here with 3 tanks, 2 Liberators, a Cyclone as well, a Raven. Everything's being sent across the map, and this is not being scattered by ByuN. He does pull back his Widow Mine.
Yeah, ByuN actually going to be starting up Ravens for the first time, Vikings, early for the first time in this series. So he does seem to have some idea of what's going on. I don't know how these players make these reads, but they do.
They do, mate. They do. But here we go. The tanks are now sieged. ByuN does have the Raven advantage. Oh.
I love Maru's just dancing that Raven back and forth in front of the tank because he knows that ByuN's fast enough that if he throws out the Matrix, he'll just unsiege and move out of the way. So he's trying to fake it to force ByuN to just unsiege preemptively.
Oh god, and there we go. We do see Maru leapfrogging forward with those Liberators, with those tanks. Oh!
Well, they're just out of range of each other. This is such a rapid dance between these two players. But ByuN has the Vikings out now, so these Liberators are not going to be as effective for Maru. If he wants to go for this, he's kind of going to have to do it all at once very quickly.
Oh, exactly. As Maru does take a big shot to the face there on his Cyclones, is going to back off. He's taking his third base on location behind this. Bear that in mind.
Yeah, but ByuN, he wants violence. He is not going to let Maru just walk away from this. He says, if you come to my house, you start making all this noise outside my door, you have to fight me now. we have to fight. We have to have a fist fight, buddy.
The gloves are off, Bafu. We're about to throw down, and here we go. Maru's looking to chase him down. Maru does get eyes on him. He's able to siege up first. Up.
Yeah, and here we go. They are going to be committing to the fight. All the disabled is going to be going down on both sides. The Marines of the ByuN focusing down these Liberators as much as they can, but the Liberators are actually going to win out on that fight. The Vikings of ByuN just taking those Liberators out at that last minute, but I think Maru actually has more tanks in the end.
Yeah, he does. Looking at the intercept here, Maru has the 6 tanks to only the 3 of ByuN. The Vikings of ByuN, they were actually target firing the Vikings of Maru as well, so the Liberators did an insane amount of damage on the ground. Maru trading out ahead there.
Yeah, but ByuN actually has a nice Viking lead now, so if he wanted to make a couple of Liberators off the back of this, I think he could go for his own slow push. Looks like instead he is going to set up a bit more defensively, but that's a nice advantage that he has there.
It really is, as both players kind of bounce off each other. Maru does have that tank lead, as you were saying. ByuN has the Vikings, and we're just going to be calming down here for a moment as we just take control of our third bases.
Yeah, this is probably going to be the calmest moment of the entire series here. As both players have Vikings, both players have tanks, so not really any big reason to get too crazy. But Maru, he doesn't care. He doesn't care what the rules are. He's going for it. He's going to be sending it across the map. Looks like he wants to use this tank advantage to end the game right now.
And here we go. He wants to end it. Meanwhile, ByuN, he did spot the army moving in. There we go. He's going to be able to siege up in time. But does he have his Ravens? He does have 2 of them that didn't survive earlier.
Oh, this is crazy from Maru. Lands the Vikings at the front, sieges right on top of ByuN. We still have a lot of energy on these Ravens, so we get a quick unsiege from Maru, but this was a bit crazy. I think he's getting a bit too carried away trying to end this.
Yeah, a little bit overzealous there. The tank count that Maru once had is now gone. He loses everything across the map, resetting his own tank count. And ByuN, once again, after the second fight, keeps his Ravens alive.
Yeah, I really think Maru just didn't have to do that, didn't have to force the issue like that, but he is going to. I guess he knows that the economy of ByuN was a bit better and didn't want him to get into a big amount of stim Marines, but now he throws away the only advantage that he had in this game, and his army's tiny. He is desperately trying to get libs across the map to get a bit of harass on the economy of ByuN, but is he going to be able to hold?
Yeah, that's the big question. Liberator, sure, they can maybe kill some SVs, but there we go. We cancel the 4CC immediately, and ByuN is trying to wedge his way in between the natural and the third.
Yeah, that he is. He does work his way in here. Going to be even dropping here just out of range of that last tank of Maru, and Maru in just a very awkward spot right now.
He really is. There are Vikings back home as well. One Liberator goes down. The second one is being chased away as well. The Liberator harass is not doing anything.
Yeah, he gets a little bit of damage, but it's not really enough when he has this on his doorstep. ByuN just slowly working himself into more and more awkward positions. He still has the Ravens here as well, so if these tanks from Maru get a bit too frisky, he can throw down the disables. But here we go. Maru going to go for the break. The Vikings going to land. The turrets go down. The tank's getting so much damage here.
They really are, and it looks like Maru has broken this contain, but at the cost of 19 SCVs. He barely is able to force ByuN back, but ByuN, once again, is able to keep his Vikings alive, keep those Ravens alive since the start of the game.
My goodness, and look at the Marine count of ByuN. He has been really prioritizing that, and I think Maru is not ready for this. Big stim from ByuN. He's going to try to jump on top of this army. Maru is sieging up these tanks, and the army of ByuN is very overstimmed, but the concave is fantastic.
Oh, the concave is too much. GG gets called. The auto turrets get thrown down from behind, and ByuN, he takes game number 5 and the series 3-2.
GG, ByuN breaking the streak of Maru, and he will be this week's champion.
GG. Maru, he takes down ByuN in the finals of KSL 1, of KSL 2, in GSL as well, but ByuN fights back here in week 8. Oh. A wild TvT there, though, to be fair. No proxies like I wanted, but still a lot of aggression nonetheless, and yeah, that was crazy.
You cannot say TvT is boring. It's just not allowed anymore.
Oh, you're an animal. Ay. You know what, Buffy? I'll agree it if you agree to sit through some more late games EVPs. We need some.
How is that equal?
We need some balance in the force, Poppy. We need some balance.
Yeah.
Come join me, Poppy. I've got some more.
That one ZVP was like the entire series of ByuN vs Maru.
It was beautiful, Poppy. What do you mean? But GG, well played. Congratulations to ByuN for. Is this his first KSL win? Let me just.
Surely not.
Double check, because I know Maru's been denying him, and whenever Maru doesn't show up, ByuN doesn't show up as well, right? Like,
be true.
Yeah, just double checking, and yeah, this is ByuN's first victory. Wow, there you go.
Nice. Okay.
There you go. So ByuN is going to be able to put his name there on the leaderboard of KSL, and congratulations to ByuN. Shout out to Maru as well for making it to the finals here and making the finals worthwhile as well, posing a good challenge here to ByuN. And I hope everyone in the chat enjoyed themselves. A little bit of a longer broadcast here tonight. We've been going for 5 hours here for our second broadcast. Let's go. Oh.
You just remind me it's not over either.
True, Poppy, true. Let's go. We actually... I'm gonna let you pick, Poppy. I'm gonna let you pick. Okay. So we have some replays. No, this is good. This is okay, Poppy. This is okay. I think your brain has to be gone for this. It makes sense. So Frost has a replay for us to cast, but he requested that we cast it next time because he's not going to be here for it. Oh, sorry, she's not going to be here for it, so we won't be able to cast that. So I'm going to give you some options. All right, we got two others. We got a Dave replay, and we got a Night Phoenix replay.
Oh. Let's do the Night Phoenix replay.
Let's go, Poppy. Let's go. Night Phoenix actually redeemed a replay cast during this very broadcast a couple of hours ago now, during like the ZVP, I think, or even before that.
Okay.
So shout out to Night Phoenix. He did kind of request us to cast one of his replays, so that is what we're going to be setting up for.
All right. Awesome. Let's get into it.
Beautiful, Poppy. Beautiful. Oh boy, but while we set this up, again, a massive shout out to not just Maru and ByuN, but all the players that did compete in the Korean StarCraft League tonight. Shout out to Dave, Testa, and Chicken Man, because !KSL in the chat. You can get a link to the Patreon where you can support the Korean StarCraft League. This tournament is completely funded by the community, for the community. They've gotten so much support ever since its inception as well, so it's great to see the viewers, the community members, everyone else stepping up here and being a part of this. So thank you so much for the support that they've already gotten, and if you want, you can support them even more.
Yeah, exactly. So they're doing a really good job over there, and yeah, getting great games for us to cast like that.
There you go. If it wasn't for Chicken Man and Dave Testa, the KSL just would not be a thing. They were able to take the initiative to make this event happen, and yeah, it's been really great to be a part of this week after week. For those wondering, this was a replay cast because we weren't able to cast it live on Saturday because I had no internet, but we're catching back up, Bobby. We're catching back up. Let's go.
Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go to the bathroom before we kick this off.
Okay. Go for it, Bobby. Go for it. Well, as Asher goes to the bathroom, I guess it's a good moment for us to go on a bit of a short break here while we set up for something a little bit different. We were a little bit vague about it, but for those wondering, we do also provide replay casting for people in the chat, for the viewers, and we had a couple of people redeem some of their replays to be casted, 3 in total, but one of them we're going to save for a little bit later. 2 of them we'll try and handle tonight here, because clearly we haven't been casting enough. Oh, let's go. So yeah, we're gonna be having that for you shortly. Again, thank you so much everyone for tuning in. If you're only here for KSL, for the Korean StarCraft League, I hope you enjoyed yourselves, because that was a beautiful TvT, 2 TvT finals in a row with KSL and with ESL Open Cup Americas. It's the era we live in, but good games nonetheless, really good games. I hope everyone enjoyed themselves. And for those wondering, the next KSL is going to be next week on Saturday, and we will be live casting at this time. So this kind of time slot that we decided to cast in isn't what we usually do. Usually we have another cast, actually we have something else going on, but we were free this week, so we were able to slot in the KSL. And yeah, we have some other catching up to do as well. I believe tomorrow we're going to be live casting ESL Americas, and we're going to be replay casting ESL Asia, because we did miss ESL Asia over the weekend. So still got plenty more casting ahead of us. Again, thank you so much for the support. ! Socials in the chat if you want to follow us all over the place. Is the series over? Yes, it was best of 5, Pop. ByuN won. Best of 5. Best of 5. So ! Socials in the chat if you want to check out the Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram of the CranKy Ducklings. We even have a YouTube channel, and we have a Discord server as well if you want to interact with us outside of just these broadcasts. We're going to be going on a short break. When we return, we're going to have a little bit less competitive StarCraft and a little bit more fun with some viewer replays. See you soon. See you soon. Bye.